Tidehaven is set to kick off. The Cobras will have the ball to start the game.
Test. Welcome, Rattler football fans. We have the 7th grade Rattlers today here in the Snake Put Cobra Field, taking on the Tidehaven Tigers.
Rattlers, number 15, Ashton Mendoza.
Tidehaven's going to be kicking off to the Rattlers today.
Dyson Sykes.
There'll be a little pooch kick. Looks like the Rattlers recovered the ball.
That kickoff recovered by number 21, Dyson Sykes.
Major will be back up here in a second.
Well, I thank y'all all for joining in today, watching the Rattlers on the Industrial Cobra Sports Network. Rattlers will start on offense today.
Number 14,
Good stop on the defense by the Rattlers.
Number 24, Aiden Ortiz for the Rattlers in on the stop. Tackle for a loss.
Tackle by Aiden Ortiz. Very eventful week here at Industrial with homecoming week going on. Second and 4, and Tidehaven throws the ball, and it's incomplete.
Singletary's pass incomplete. That brings up 3rd down and long.
Alright, so he's up. How do we mute it?
I think there's a button on the side.
Oh yeah. Is it muted right now?
No, it's on.
It's on? Oh, they can hear us? Sweet. Yep.
Number 11, Damian Foster on the reception, and on the stop was 24, Aiden Ortiz, and number 55, Weston Gutierrez. Singletary driven out of bounds by number 24, Aiden Ortiz. He's going to be short of the 1st down. And the Rattlers pick over on the 32-yard line.
And the Rattlers will get the ball with a turnover on downs. .5:30 here in the first quarter. Rattlers come out in the 2 twins formation. Colin Aaron at quarterback. And Rattlers call a timeout.
At Capital Farm Credit, our cooperative returns are a symbol of our strong partnership with you.
So one of the unique things about Capital Farm Credit is the cooperative nature of it. And then when you get that patronage check once a year, we put that money right back into the land.
Together, we're better.
Got the Industrial Junior cheerleaders out here cheering on the crowd. Help get these 7th graders motivated. We go back on offense. Got Cole Aaron and Dyson Sykes in the backfield. Looks like a QB keeper. And Cole's going to pick up about 11 yards on that play and get the first down.
Gains enough for a first down for the Rattlers. In on the stop was number 55, Zane Ramirez, and number 16, Aiden Ibarra. First down, Rattlers.
Dyson Sykes with the ball. He's going to pick up a first down and more, about 15 yards.
Dyson Sykes on the carry around the left side. Number 14, Jacob Singletary. Finally drives him out of bounds. That's another Rattler first down.
So 2 first downs on 2 offensive plays. Great job for the Rattlers. Great start to the game for these young men. Staying in that spread formation. Going to run the ball with Dyson again. He's going to pick up 5 yards, 5 hard yards.
Dyson Sykes again on the carry. Number 16, Aiden Ibarra, and number 11, Damian Foster for Tidehaven on the stop. Second down and 5.
Still staying in that spread formation. Got trips to one side. Tidehaven's going to call a timeout.
Timeout, Tidehaven.
Thank you to our sponsors.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, no matter what you nurture, or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
Rattlers come back out in that spread formation. Quarterback's going to keep the ball. Number 11, Gavin Stewart, he's going to pick up the first down and keep the ball moving for the Rattlers.
Number 25, Daniel Palasik on the stop.
Hey, I want to thank all our watchers this evening. Again, the more subscriptions we get and the more views we get, the closer we get to being able to bring profit to the Industrial Booster Club and all these sports and athletic programs. Be a tackle for loss there by Tidehaven.
Number 15 on the tackle, bringing down Dyson Sykes for a loss.
We got 2:55 left here in the first quarter. Again, the Rattlers are going to come back in that spread formation. A lot of what you see at the varsity level, learning the basics here in 7th grade. Quarterback Nairn is going to pull the ball, get to the outside, and pick up about 5 yards on that play.
Finally brought down close to the 20-yard line.
A little cooler this evening out here for these boys. Staying in that spread formation, the Rattlers are. Looks like going to pass the ball here, and it's caught. And picks up the first down. Caught by Cohen Love. Pass from Cole Nairn, and that gets a first down for the Rattlers and gets them closer to the end zone. They're going to be about 7 yards away from scoring here.
7-yard line. First and goal.
Gonna have a false start on the Rattlers.
False start on the Rattlers.
Dyson Sykes, the ball carrier, he's going to catch the edge and score.
Handoff to the 21, Dyson Sykes, who takes it in for a Rattler touchdown. A nice 12-yard run. Brings the score to 6-0.
Lining up for the point after attempt, staying in that spread formation, single back, and Nairn's going to keep the ball, and he is going to score.
Number 10, Cole Nairn takes it in for the 2-point conversion.
So your Rattlers, 7th grade Rattlers, are leading 8-0 with 1:08 left in the first quarter.
Rattlers lead 8-0.
Rattlers come back on the field to kick the ball off to the Tidehaven Tigers. Looks like Cole Nairn's doing the kickoff today. A good kick here, and it's fumbled by Tidehaven, picked up, and the tackle is made quickly by number 35.
Number 14, Singletary.
Jack Osborne.
Met by number 13, Drake Sandoval.
We'll see if this Rattler defense can hold Tidehaven again. Maybe get a turnover and downs or punt. Get back on offense. Got the 8th grade football here in the stands. They're just waiting to play. And we'll be bringing that game to y'all as well right after this 7th grade football game. Going to bring in some special announcers for y'all here in a little bit. Some of our varsity boys going to help call the game. I want to thank Ryan Barnett being here early, getting everything set up, and bringing you the broadcast with the video as well.
Yeah, thank you, Will. Leaving it all to me.
First down, Tidehaven.
Will has left us tonight and gone to Tidehaven. Tidehaven quarterback's going to keep it, and he's going to be tackled for, looks about like a 1-yard loss.
Number 11, Gavin Stewart, in on the tackle. Stopping Tidehaven's number 11, Damian Foster.
Looks like that's going to be the end of the first quarter.
Tidehaven.
Commitment to community service. It's a mission the First State Bank employees have lived by for more than 60 years. By continuously volunteering, sponsoring school fundraisers, and engaging in community service projects, the First State Bank not only lives its mission, it lives up to its motto, friendliest bank anywhere. So call, stop in, or visit fsblouise.com today and get to know the friendly bankers who are making a positive impact in your community. Eat 'em up, snakes. The First State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
What are y'all doing? Oh.
The weekly recap.
Oh, I got you. Tidehaven did call a timeout there, so there's 39 seconds left here in the first quarter. Tidehaven's going to run the ball, but he's going to be tackled for a loss, brought down in the backfield. Still in the first quarter, 25 seconds and ticking. We'll see if Tidehaven elects to do another timeout here or let it roll into the second quarter. And that is the end of the first quarter. And your Rattlers are leading 8-0.
First quarter with your Rattlers leading Tidehaven 8-0.
Welcome back, Cobra fans. I am Major LaRue. Sitting me next to here is Bo Neal. And we're getting started with the second quarter of the Rattlers versus the Tidehaven 7th grade game. So it's good to be back. How you feeling, Bo?
Man, it is good to be back. It's always a great day to watch some Cobra sports.
But right now we're watching some Rattler sports right now.
Oh, Rattler sports, my bad.
Tidehaven will be back at the 35.
Deep
He's going to
throw.
drop back to throw. And he throws a beautiful ball, but even better coverage by number 15, Ashton Mendoza. That was great coverage by him, being able to disrupt that pass. And that was a deep ball, and that would have been a pretty big play for the Tidehaven, but it lets them pin them back for fourth down, making them have to punt.
Excited to see the 7th grade offense come out and see what they can do at the start of the second quarter. They're leading right now. They got the momentum in the game. Let's see if they can capitalize on that.
Well, in that first quarter, they had a long drive, maybe 4 or 5 minute drive, but they were pounding away every single drive or every single down.
I mean, both games we've commentated on them, they've looked sharp, especially for a 7th grade team. I hate to knock them, but I mean, early on in their careers, they look pretty sharp. They look good.
Yeah, and that's great to see from early Cobras. I'm just gonna say that they will be Cobras. So from some early Cobras, it's great to see that development's development's happening.
Definitely. And I mean, you know, you love to see that we have some of our top coaches down there on the field, even at our 7th grade game. I mean, we have athletic director and head coach, Coach Craig Nairn, our middle linebacker coach, Coach Rowe, wide receiver coach, Coach Hood, and our defensive line coach, Coach Clarkson. They're big parts of our success in our varsity season, and we couldn't do it without them. So I'm glad they get to have them out there.
And they've all been around football for a while. They've all been here at Industrial for a long time. But number 10, Cole Nairn, is going to be under center, and he is going to hand the ball off to number 21, Dyson Sykes, who avoids a tackle and is able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe loses a yard on the play, but that was a great play by Dyson Sykes to be able to avoid that tackle, because that was at least a 4 or 5 yard loss.
Definitely. I mean, way to get back up, fight to the line of scrimmage, and just set them up with a 2nd 10, 2nd 11, just see what they can make happen here.
Definitely.
Number 12, Cohen Love is going to bring the play to the huddle.
Dyson Sykes is going to come out of the game right now, and I believe that's going to be number 15. No, sorry, excuse me, number 11, Gavin Stewart, into the game. But there is going to be a flag on this play as Ashton Mendoza takes a jet sweep all the way about 30 yards on that play, which is showing a great deal of speed right there.
Talk about the shiftiness. He didn't make one guy miss, but he made 2 or 3 of them. I mean, great athleticism. See what the flag here is on the play.
I believe it's going to be holding on the Rattlers. But even though there's going to be holding on the Rattlers, that was still a great play, and they still get their down. It's going to be 2nd and
looks like about 15 or 16.
Yeah, it's not too far of a penalty because of the great run, but I'm excited to see what they're going to do on second down here.
Number 10, Cole Nairn, is going to drop back, take the snap, and he's got number 11, Gavin Stewart, to the right. They're going to fake the jet sweep and hand it off to number 11, Gavin Stewart. Little miscommunication in between him and Cole, a little bobbled handoff. Hate to see it, but just keep working. I mean, as Coach Nairn always says, next play is the most important. Just forget about it and move on, and see if you can make it happen on a long 3rd down.
Definitely. It's going to be a 3rd and 15 for the 3rd and 16 for the Rattlers. And I'm excited to see if they're going to do another play to the outside or if they're going to drop back and throw this one.
I'd say let Cole air his arm out and see what he can do. And that's exactly what they're going to do.
Pass it to number 12. Pass intended to number 12, Cohen Love. But it is broken up. A quick throw like that on 3rd down maybe isn't the greatest idea, especially with the linebackers being boxed in over the middle right there on the slant play. But seventh grade football, there's not much you can do on 3rd and long.
It's a tough down, but I mean, I wouldn't say this. I mean, it's could have gone better, but it's definitely nowhere near bad for them. They just got to come out here and bow up on defense and get a quick stop and set themselves up for good field position for their offense to come out and score.
And the Rattlers are still winning, as number 10 Cole Nairn is going to boot this one deep middle, and it's going to pin them back at the Cobras own 45.
Number 35, Jack Osborne, is going to bring him down for a minimal gain. I mean, he played that perfect. He broke down and he wrapped up. He didn't tackle up high. He had great form tackling there. Coach Fellers would love to see that in his young Rattlers.
Right, and he's has both of the lone tackles on a punt, and he's shown some great athleticism on those tackles, being able to tackle the Tidehaven shifty returners.
Let's see what Tidehaven decides to do on a 1st and 10.
It's going to be some laundry on the field. I believe it's going to be a false start on Tidehaven.
Timeout.
Oh, excuse me, sorry. It's going to be timeout. So with that, we're going to take a short commercial break. You're watching Rattler football on the Cobras Sports Channel Network. Welcome back, Cobra fans. You're watching Rattler football on the Cobra Sports Network, and it's going to be 1st and down for the Tidehaven Tigers. It's going to be a quarterback sweep out to the right. Number 14 for Tidehaven is going to pick up 10 on the sweep, but that was a great play by number 21, Dyson Sykes, being able to run him down because he was the only man left on the outside. Quarterback only had one man to beat, but he was not able to do so. It's going to bring up 1st and down for the Tidehaven Tigers.
Tidehaven quarterback's going to drop back, but he's going to have a pass rush by number 10 Cole Nairn. He's going to run it to the outside, and number 24 Aiden Ortiz is going to run him out of bounds after a gain of about 11 yards.
That's 2 quarterback sweeps on the same drive, back to back, able to get the same result. So we're going to have to make sure to contain with our outside linebackers, contain that outside run game. It's going to bring up another 1st and down for the Tigers. The Tigers are going to drop back, and it's going to be a swing pass after number 12, and it's going to be incomplete.
Number 52, Eli Herman he was back there waiting for it. He had that play broken down before the play was even started.
I think he heard some Rattlers coming. He was afraid. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Rattlers. It's going to be gun formation. It's going to be a QB sweep out to the right. And again, he's going to get about 10 yards on that play for another Tiger 1st down.
The Rattler defense can't let the quarterback sweep be the play that gets them. I just think going into halftime if it's still hurting them. I think Coach Nairn's gonna, or not Coach Nairn, Coach Rowe's gonna sit them down and talk to them and say, hey, we gotta play your technique. You know, don't get sloppy now. This is a very winnable game. Let's not throw it away over something as little as that.
Oh, definitely. I would like to shout out the Rattler cheerleaders. There are a bunch of Rattler cheerleaders out here today, and they're doing a great job entertaining this crowd. So there's going to be a gun formation. Another QB sweep out to the left, and the Cobras are going to a herd of Rattlers are going to wrap him up for a negative loss of 1.
A number of Rattlers, 11, Gavin Stewart, 25, Riker Bain. Number 10, Cole Nairn.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Oh, so excuse me, 2nd and 9 for the Tigers. But that was a great play by the Rattlers, able to contain that sweep out to the outside.
You love seeing the outside linebacker Cole Nairn force him back inside for your defensive lineman or your linebacker to make the play on him.
That's exactly what you want to do as the Tidehaven Tigers. It's going to drop back to pass, and he's going to complete the pass, but it's not going to go anywhere as it's going to be a big hit for number 12, Cohen Love.
He put it on him. I mean,
and he's not a big kid, but he put him on him like he is.
Yeah. Let's set him up for a long 3rd down. Let's see if the Rattlers can get a stop here and get the ball back in their hands. Pump fake, they're going to go deep, but it's going to look like kind of a wild throw from the Tidehaven quarterback. But even if it was accurate, number 21, Dyson Sykes, was there waiting for him.
Yeah, he was all over it. I don't think it was going anywhere. As it's going to bring up 4th and 9 for the Tigers. Unless they got a kicker, I'm assuming they're going to go for it.
I would assume so. Maybe see some trickery come out.
I don't know. Before a second there, I thought they were going to kick it. I saw the quarterback was down on a knee tying his shoe. I thought he was getting ready for that field goal.
That'd be a pretty impressive field goal from a 7th grade kicker. Have to keep your eyes on him.
Yeah, most definitely. It's going to be a sweep out to the right, and he is going to get the 1st down, and that's the play that's been killing him this whole drive right now, as the Tigers have been controlling the clock very well. As it is, there's 1 minute and 42 seconds left to go in the half. It's going to bring up.
We got the ball. Turnover.
Oh, it was turnover? Never mind. It's hard to see from up here.
Very.
Windows are a little blurry. It's just got done raining.
Just inside that 10-yard line.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cobras.
Let's see what they decide to do. They're deeper in their own territory. They don't have a whole lot of room to work with. You think they give it to their running back this far back?
This far back and a little time to go. I think they are going on these first couple of plays. They're going to try to get the running game going, but if it's not going to work, I'm assuming they're going to try some swing passes and a couple quick throws. Get out of bounds.
I mean, good quick little run, just pick up a few extra yards for about a 2-yard gain, set up a 2nd and 8.
Nairn is going to be quarterback here. He's going to give the ball off again to number 11.
Good cut by number
Gavin Stewart, and he's going to go all the way into the end zone for a Rattler touchdown.
Talk about a well-executed play by the running back. He never gave up on it. No matter how many Tidehaven defenders met him, he did not just go down. Whether he was shedding them off or he was juking them out.
No, he was plowing through them Tidehaven Tigers. He didn't have very much room to go, but he was able to plow through a couple and get to the outside and come up with the score for a Rattler touchdown.
Talk about a play. I mean, way to flip the field, really.
going to be 51 seconds left to go in the half here. Rattlers are leading 14-0, trying to go for a 2-point conversion here.
You think they go back to Stewart
I'd
on
give
the
it
2-point?
I'd give it right back to him and come right up the middle. It's going to be a sweep to Ashton Mendoza, number 15, out to the right, and he's going to be met up right at the line of scrimmage. So they're not going to convert that second that 2-point conversion, but a great play by Gavin Stewart. And we're going to take a short commercial break. You are watching the Rattler football on the Cobras Sports Network channel. Welcome back, Cobra fans. You're watching Rattler football on the Cobra Sports Network channel.
After a great play towards the end of the first half by number 11 Gavin Stewart, the number 10 Colton Aaron's going to come out to kick it off to give it back to the Tidehaven Tigers with 51 seconds left.
Yeah, I'm assuming they're gonna pin them back deep, try to minimize as much field position as possible, so they will not end up scoring going into the next quarter.
Definitely.
It's going to be some readjusting on the play. I think the Rattlers are going to take a timeout. There's a little confusion for the Rattlers, because you have to have at least four defenders on that, at least on one side of the play. And I think they might have two of them. Just a little bit of confusion there.
You know, Coach Rowe isn't going to let him off easy for that. You can see him down there. He's letting them know, but it's good for him.
If you haven't subscribed to that channel, do so, and you will not miss out on any.
Maybe these boys they might need a little tough love, and Coach Rowe is perfect at that.
He's all about tough love, but at the end he cares about us and he wants the best out of us.
For sure. As they are going to set up to kick again. And I think they got it figured out this time. He's going to kick it deep, and it's going to be fumbled by a Tiger. And he's going to be brought down by number 11, Gavin Stewart, for about a 2-yard return for the play. It's going to be first and downs for the Tidehaven Tigers with about 44 seconds left to go in the half. Curious to see how the Rattlers defense picks up here. I'm assuming they're going to try to go to the do some more sweeps, and they've shown to
looks like it may have been a false start on the play.
But the Tidehaven Tigers have shown that they are not opposed to throwing the ball deep.
But that's what just happened. That flag, it's great for the Cobras. It's showing that the Tidehaven Tigers may be a little flustered from the long score by Gavin Stewart, and they just maybe the Rattlers are getting in their heads a little bit.
Definitely.
Set up a 1st and 15 with 39 seconds left to go in the first half.
So Tidehaven quarterback is going to drop back.
And it's going to be picked off by number
12.
Number 12, Cohen Love.
Yeah, that was a great play by the young Rattler. As it's going to set the Cobras up for a potential another score before going into the next half, which would make their lead by 3 scores.
Great play by the defense there. Let's see if little time left, but let's see if the Rattlers can make something happen real quick and go up by 3 scores going into the second half.
And like I said, the Tidehaven Tigers were not opposed to throwing it deep, but that is a costly mistake by them.
You think with a little more comfortable lead, the Cobras are willing to test it out a little bit?
I would assume so. I'm curious if they're gonna throw it deep again, but they do have number 11, Gavin Stewart back in the backfield again. But it's going to be a sweep to number 24.
And he's going to get some good
Aiden
blocks.
Ortiz. And he's going to keep it going. And it's going to be another score for the Rattlers. Another big score for the Rattlers. It only took 1 play.
Great play.
And he broke at least 6 tackles on that play to be able to get into the end zone to bring the Rattlers up for 3 scores before going into half.
Talk about controlling the game. I mean, they have all the momentum over Tidehaven.
No, they definitely have all that momentum before going in the next half. 20 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Cobras are leading 20-0, going for the 2-point conversion here. He's going to hand the ball off to number 11, Gavin Stewart, and 2-point conversion is not going to be good. But with that, we're going to go to a short break. You're watching the Cobra football on the Cobra Sports Network.
20 seconds left in the half. The Rattlers.
Welcome back, Cobra fans. You're watching Rattlers football on the Cobra Sports Network. As Cole Naren is going to set up to kick. With 20 seconds left and a comfortable lead, I'm assuming they're going to kick it deep. But no, it's going to be a little squib kick up the middle, and Tidehaven's just going to fall on it.
Set them up. Decent field position. They're on their own 48-yard line. They have a little bit of time on the clock, but let's see if they the Rattler defense can get a stop and send it into halftime with a 20-0 lead.
Definitely, and they're going to need a big play to do so, but they do have all of their they have 2 timeouts left. So, curious to see how the Rattler defense responds to this.
I would assume that the Tidehaven Tigers are going to go back to their bread and butter, which seems to be that quarterback sweep. But no, they're going to hand it off up the middle.
It's number 11.
Number 24, Aiden Ortiz, is going to stop him after about a 5-yard gain.
And that was curious to me right there, as Rusty Rowe, as the defensive coordinator, the head coach for this 7th grade team, had a linebacker stack up the middle. And
time's going to expire here in the first half, and the Rattlers are going to be up 20-0 over the Tidehaven Tigers.
And with that, we're going to take a break, and we'll come back to you in the third quarter. You're watching Rattler football on the Cobra Sports Network. Welcome back, Cobra fans. You're watching Rattler football on the Cobra Sports Network.
Comfortable lead here going into the second half by the Rattlers. Maybe see some experimental things. Maybe get some new guys rotated in just to get them some playing time on homecoming week.
So we're having a little bit some technical difficulties right now. Oh, okay, just way behind. Excuse me. We're gonna restart. The Rattlers have a comfortable lead right now, and I believe they are setting up to kick the ball, give it to the Tigers offense. But Tidehaven.
Grab the tiger by the tail.
Grab the tiger by the tail. Man, just leave it to the professionals, okay?
Just trying to help you out.
You know, these 7th graders, it's their first homecoming week game.
Aim the Tigers.
Homecoming week of their career. I bet they'll love to get a big win.
Tidehaven will receive the kickoff as we start the second half.
I get that a lot.
So Rattlers set up to kick, leading 20-0 at the start of the third quarter, and he's going to kick it back really deep. So Tigers return. He's going to run into a man.
He's going to be met by a host of Cobras on it looks like about the 44-yard line.
Say that was a great kick by the young Cole Aaron. About 40-yard kick on that play. This is going to bring up first and down for the Tidehaven Tigers.
You know, another week of young Cobra football, and it's another day of a packed stands for them. But you love to see a big support group for them on a Thursday night.
Most definitely. As Tidehaven's going to set up the pass, and it's going to be a screen out to the right, but it's not going to go much, maybe about a yard or two on the play. As Tidehaven has been throwing the ball a lot, but it hasn't gone very well for them. As the Cobra defense, the Rattler defense has kept it on them all night with some excellent cover by number 25. Riker Bain and 12 Cohen Love.
Bring up about a 2nd and 8 for him.
It's going to be a QB sweep out to the left, and he's going to find some running room, and he's going to be brought down
right around the first down marker.
See
and
if
they're
they
going to
give it to him. They will give it to him.
So,
it was really good play by the Cobra defense. He was just able to kick it outside, where the host of Cobras was able to bring him down. But it was intended to be up the middle, and it wasn't going anywhere. Had to cut it outside. Rattler defensive line was phenomenal right there. Tidehaven's going to set up in the gun formation. It's going to be fumbled snap, and he's going to be brought down by number 12 Cohen Love. Number 13 Drake Sandoval for a
loss of about 7 or 8.
Great play by the Rattler defense. Going to bring up about 2nd and 17 for the Tigers. It's going to be another gun formation, and Tidehaven's going to pass it up, hand it off to the running back. He's good.
That's a new play I don't think we've seen very much. The outside zone to the left. They gained some yards back there right at about where they started before the big sack, but it's going to still be a long 3rd down. Not very deep into Cobra territory, only on about the 47-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to bring a 3rd and 10 for them. And the only time we've seen outside zone is from the QB. That's the first time we've seen it from their running back, and it wasn't they gained about 6 yards on that play, but it's still going to bring up third and manageable for the Tidehaven Tigers.
Going to throw it to their big receiver, and he's going to pick up about 7, but it's still going to set up about a 4th and 3 for the Rattler defense.
And that was some great coverage by the Cobras. It was a great pass and a great catch from Tidehaven.
That is a big kid, Major.
That is a huge kid. It's going to bring up 4th and 2 for the Tigers. It's going to be QB sweep out to the left, and he's going to be brought down by number 13. Drake Sandoval for a big play for a turnover on downs for the Rattlers. And a play that's been working for Tidehaven all night was not able to convert on that play.
And it was sniffed out immediately. You know, Coach Rowe going into that little halftime talk, he was like, "Man, we gotta shut that down. We gotta shut it down quick," and that's exactly what they did.
And the Rattlers have been playing phenomenal today, and I would say that was the only thing that was bringing them down. But they have came out and fixed that after the second half, or into the second half. So Colton Aaron's going to be the snap caller here. It's going to be false start on the Rattlers.
Just wipe it off and forget about it and keep on going forward. Don't let it hang over your head. You got a good lead, but don't get sloppy either. You want to keep building that score up on them. Yeah, no need to let off on them now.
Most definitely. So your Rattlers are leading the Tidehaven Tigers 20-0 with about 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
Quarterback sweep by Colton Aaron. He's going to make a man miss, and he's going to cut it upfield. And he's going to... Oh, wow, he's just not coming down. He's going to pick up the first down after that set him back with that false start penalty, and he's going to pick up about 16 yards for the Rattler first down.
And I believe that play was intended to be a sweep out to the left, but somehow he made it all the way out to the other hashers on the right side, making many Tigers miss on that play, and he only had one more to miss but wasn't able to. But it's going to be great play by Colton Aaron to bring up a first down.
Let's see what they come out here and do. That was a great play, well executed by Cole. Not giving up on the play. That's been seen by multiple of them now. I mean, it's great to see in the young Cobra, or should I say young Rattlers. Number 13, Drake Sandoval, is going to take it up the middle for about a 3-4 yard gain.
Yeah, he was met immediately at that line. But, I mean, not every play is going to work like magic. As it's going to bring up 2nd and 7 for the Rattlers. And these Rattler cheerleaders are doing great right now.
Oh, yeah.
Keeping the crowd pumped up. Just a pretty big crowd for a junior high game.
Definitely. Love to see the support on all level of Cobra athletics.
It's going to be a sweep out to the left for Colton Aaron. He makes 3-man miss, 4-man miss, another one miss.
And he's going to take it to the end zone for a Rattler touchdown.
That was a beautiful play by Colton Aaron. Makes at least 5 or 6 guys miss, breaking plenty of tackles. And a play that was intended to cut up the middle, he's able to bring it out to the outside for a Rattler touchdown. And interesting to see what they do for this 2-point conversion. They have missed the last 2, wondering to see what they do for this one. As Colton Aaron,
I'm loving it, Major. They've had several guys be able to break out those longer runs and make some guys miss, or heck, even just straight up run over them. And man, that's impressive.
And they've had a lot of great plays for the Rattler offense, a lot of big busted out plays for the Rattlers, as they're going to go for 2 here with about a minute left in the third quarter. And it's going to be he's going to roll back. He's going to roll out the pass, but there's nowhere to go. And he's going to try to punch it into the end zone, but is unable to do so. But your Rattlers are leading 21-0 on the Tidehaven Tigers. We're going to take a short break. You are watching Rattler football on the Cobras Sports Network. Welcome back, Cobra fans. You're watching Rattler football on the Cobra Sports Network channel.
Number 10, Cole Nairn's going to tee it up to kick off after a great drive that he led his offense down the field and he punched it in for the score.
He's going to set up to kick again, hoping to pin him back deep with a very comfortable lead, with a four-score lead on the Tidehaven Tigers. So he kicks the ball. It's going to be
Pooch kick, and they're going to fall on it at about the Tidehaven 40-yard line.
Number 22, Riley Woodson receives that kickoff and falls on it.
There's going to be a minute left in the third quarter.
On the 40-yard line.
Cobras are leading the Rattlers are leading 26-0, Tidehaven Tigers, and the Rattler defense has been great all night long, and I'm definite they're going to keep it that way.
Oh yeah, they'd love to pitch a shutout here. It's on a homecoming week, bring home a shutout win for them. It'd be a big statement win for the 7th grade Rattlers.
Most definitely. As the Tigers going to roll out the pass, and it's going to be a great catch by a Tiger. It's going to be about a 5-yard gain.
Nothing you can really do there. You never like to admit a good play by the other team, but you gotta recognize it, give recognition when recognition is needed, and that was a great catch.
That was great pressure by the Rattler defense, but he was able to get the ball out, and it was overthrown, but able to haul it in. Great play by the young Tiger. It's going to be 2nd and 5 for the Tidehaven Tigers, as they're going to roll out to the left, and he's going to be met up immediately by number 12, Cohen Love, and that was a big hit by the young Rattler. He's had a lot of big hits today, plus that interception. He has been great on defense for the Rattlers.
They're shutting down that quarterback sweep. They said we are not letting that be our deficit of the game, and they're eliminating all chances of Tidehaven scoring on them today.
Most definitely. As it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. It's going to be a 3rd and 6 for the Rattlers. That's going to bring us to the 4th quarter. We're going to take a short break. Your Rattlers are leading 26-0. You're watching Rattler football on the Cobra Sports Network. Welcome back, Cobra fans. You're watching Rattler football on the Cobra Sports Network. As it's going to be the start of the 4th quarter, and they have played the Rattler defense has played extremely well all day.
Yes, sir.
As
sets up a 3rd and medium for the Tidehaven Tigers in their own territory. See if they can get a stop here, and they're going to try to run it up the middle. And he's going to be met by a host of Cobras for, it looks like a minimal gain, maybe 1 yard, set up a 4th and 6, maybe 4th and 5.
No, that's a great play by the defensive line. Being able to stop that immediately, as they are giving the Tidehaven Tigers no answer, not knowing what to do on offense right now. So it's going to be 4th and 5. Curious to see how the Tigers respond to this great Rattler defense.
They're bowing up. I mean, they aren't given any ounce of fumble. And it's going to be recovered by the Rattlers, number 65, Landon Schaefer.
That's a great play by number 13, Drake Sandoval. He was able to go up there and blow up that offensive line, and was able to hit the quarterback from being able to fall on the ball. And number 55, Weston Gutierrez, was able to fall on the ball. We're going to go to a short break.
At Capital Farm Credit, our cooperative returns are a symbol of our strong partnership with you.
So one of the unique things about Capital Farm Credit is the cooperative nature of it. And then when you get that patronage check once a year, we put that money right back into the land.
Together, we're better.
Whatever it is you wrangle, whatever seeds you sow, no matter what you nurture or what you choose to grow, at Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, we're proud to protect all Texans.
What? Yeah, I know. Oh, we're back on. We're back on.
Oh, it's down there.
So, Colton Aaron's going to set back to be the signal caller here, and he's going to hand the ball off to number 13. He's going to break 2 tackles, another tackle, and it's going to be a great hard run for about 9 yards on the play. He breaks a bunch of tackles, and the Rattler offense has been doing that all night.
This is looking like a different team than last week. They look good this week, but they look great this week.
We're going to have an injury timeout. We're going to take a short break. Welcome, Cobra fans. You're watching Rattler football on the Cobra Sports Network. As it's going to bring up 2nd and 2. Excuse me, we're going to go to a timeout. Take another short break. You're watching Rattler football on the Cobra Sports Network.
Welcome back, Cobra football fans, on the Industrial Cobra Sports Network. Rattlers line up still in that spread formation. Second and about 2. And number 13, Drake Sandoval, is going to get the first down plus more yardage. Great run by the young man.
Number 13, Drake Sandoval, finally brought down by Aiden Barra, Xavier Real.
I like to see the Rattlers here milk the clock,
Number
score,
22,
and
Riley Woodson.
put the game to bed.
For
First
sure.
down, Rattlers.
Got 4:24 here left in the fourth quarter. I want to thank all our viewers for tuning in this evening for the 7th grade Rattler football game on the Industrial Cobra Sports Network. Line up in that spread formation. Little toss play. It's number 15. Gets positive yards.
Ashton Mendoza.
Met by 50, Zane Flores. And number 20, Peyton Waters.
How have the homecoming festivities been this week?
They've been good. We had the Flaming Eye on Monday, and it had a great turnout. It was the cheerleaders put on a great event to kick off homecoming week, and I think for the most part everyone loved it. It was a great it's a great tradition that I hope gets to continue on for many more years.
Good deal. A run by Colnair in there. Looks like he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Xavier Real and Zane Flores. Third down and 7.
About 3rd down and 7 with 3 minutes left here in the fourth quarter with the clock still ticking. I don't see them punting or do anything here, do you?
I don't think so. I think they try to pick up the first down, or even better, get in the end zone.
There you go.
Run up the score a little bit more on them.
Oh. They try a pass play there, and it's intercepted by Tidehaven.
There's pass intercepted by.
I like seeing them try to experiment, though, with being up comfortably. Why not let the young quarterback try to sling it out there a little bit?
Yeah, try to learn a little bit, try to read the defense. You're right. A score by Tidehaven's not going to kill us right here.
No, sir. And I mean, we're deep into the Tidehaven territory. We're in a area of crucial standpoint where we had to be ready to lock down our defense and stop them from scoring.
Try to connect to this.
Timeout on the field.
That and the defense has held them all night, so sometimes you look at that as basically kind of like a punt.
For sure. I don't want to see the defense let off, though, on them. I've liked the intensity here in the second half, and I would like to see them keep it up.
Yeah. 4 and out, game over. Speaking of tomorrow night, have y'all talked much about possibility of rain and what that's going to do to y'all's game, or just not really?
I mean, I think there is a chance of rain, but hey, we had rain last week in bowling, and we had to start late. We faced adversity, and we still came out with a big win. And we're not going to let adversity hurt us or take us down. We're going to come out like it's a normal football game and try to bring home a win on homecoming week here in the Snake Pit.
I hear you. And if we do have weather, it's better to have weather at home than away.
For sure. And heck, with this nice turf field, it's better than playing on a murky, muddy grass field.
Yeah. Tidehaven quarterback has broke free, being chased by the Rattlers. We'll see if they can get to him. And they are still in pursuit. Oh, and just misses him, and Tidehaven scores.
Love the hustle there, though. Didn't ever give up on the play till the very
they
end.
didn't. Stayed with him the entire way down the field.
85-yard run. The Tidehaven touchdown.
Well, it did chew up a lot of clock with a minute 16 left.
Yes. And like you said earlier, Tidehaven scores. It's not our biggest fear right now. It's not the worst thing.
Little humble pie at the end of the game to remind you still got something to work on.
You can always get better. Give you something. Hey, let's fix this going into next week, and maybe next week we'll be able to pitch the shutout.
There you go. The stands sure are packed for the 7th and 8th grade football games this evening.
You love to see it because they are the face of our program, or the future of our program, I shall say.
We have a flag on the play. There is a flag on the play.
That pass caught by number 10, Brennan Simpson. That brings the score to Industrial
Once again, I'd
Rattlers,
like to shout out these junior high cheerleaders. I mean, up until the very end of the game, they're cheering loud and proud for their Rattlers.
Well, did you get your vote in for homecoming court?
I did.
All right. You gonna tell us who or no? Secret.
I think we keep it a secret.
Okay. All right.
Well, we will find out tomorrow.
There you
How
go.
about for the CSN homecoming king and queen?
And a pass for the PAT is good by Tidehaven.
I don't know about the king, but I know for sure Mr. Will LaRue is our queen for the CSN.
Brennan Simpson for the 2-point conversion.
You did?
Oh yeah.
All right. If any of y'all caught the snake pit games for homecoming this week, please be sure and go on the YouTube channel and cast your vote.
Don't click on the community option. Give you the option. Right there.
There you go. There's a link on the screen if y'all can see it. Click on community. It'll bring it up where you can vote for who your CSN, Industrial Cobra Sports Network, king and queen are. That was quite enjoyable to watch. I didn't watch it till this morning, but
It seemed like world peace was a big
yeah,
answer
I
in
mean,
the-
world peace is a good thing, and if any of that, tortillas and world peace, I mean, tacos.
Yeah, tacos.
I don't know if you can get much better than that.
Tacos and world peace, man. Without a doubt.
Tidehaven's lining up here to kick the ball off with 58 seconds to go, and the clock is running. So I would assume once the Cobras get the ball, if they get the ball here, might probably just kneel it and call it a game.
You're right.
They're
Set up
gonna
in
be an
that
onside
victory
kick.
formation.
And it's picked up by the Cobras. Should be a flag on that play because it didn't go 10 yards, but I guess since we touched it, that doesn't matter.
Colton Aaron's gonna bring his offense out for one last drive of the game and take a knee and get ready to head on into next week.
The all-important victory formation.
By number 62, Levi Gibbs.
This is the formation you always want to see for your team.
That's right.
Best formation.
Looks like they're gonna come out in a normal shotgun set and maybe try to run one more play. Or I think they're just gonna let time expire on its own. Talk about a game from the 7th grade Rattlers. I loved what I saw, and I love the intensity, and I can't wait to see how the rest of their season goes.
Most definitely. The offense was on fire the whole game. The defense was on fire the whole game. And your Rattlers come out with a score of 26-8, or 26-8 victory against the Tidehaven Tigers. We're going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere as the 8th grade football team is about to come out. And it's going to be a great win. Another great game. It's a great win for the 7th grade Rattlers. And we're going to take a short break. You're watching. What's that?
We'll close this out. There'll be a new link.
Oh, sorry. We're gonna close this live out, but tune back into to the Cobra Sports channel, as the 8th grade will be coming on shortly in about 10 minutes. So thank you for watching. Go Cobras.